The issue of whether the drinking age should be lowered is one of the most important debates of 2009. Before a decision is made, the arguments of both sides should be carefully examined.
Well, that's a complex question. One of the issues is that the current law is not well respected. Many expect it to be violated, and in fact the rates of violation are very, very high. Roughly 80 to 85% of young adults between 18 and 20 drink alcohol, which is against
Well, generally I would say it would make it a little better, because again there wouldn't be this association with getting away from home when you go to college and then starting drinking with friends in secret just because you can. If you take away the fact that it's forbidden, then it's not such a big deal.
Drinking on campus now claims 1,700 lives a year. That's not getting in the car and driving on the highways. That's the piece. It claims 1,700 lives a year. So any science we do, any statistics we cite, we have to look not just at what's happening on the highway, and even that is open to question, I think, but we have to look at the other effects of an unrealistic law that is not being effectively enforced.
The minimum legal drinking age was passed. It did help to reduce traffic crashes and alcohol-related crashes on the highway. So Mothers Against Drunk Driving feels that, it's a good law, it's saved lives, we shouldn't repeal that law, and we shouldn't lower
I
the
think the age of 21 is an appropriate drinking age. Kids are out of high school and they're out living their own life, working a job or going to college, and they're able to make decisions for themselves.
It's estimated to have saved over 25,000 lives.
Consider lowering it. There's solid evidence that it is working. It is reducing the consequences of underage drinking, kids under the age of 21. Solid evidence. There's also brain research. It saves lives, and I don't think it should be considered.
It's something socially more accepted, then it's not a big, it's not as cool as it seems when it's forbidden, and that makes, I think, a huge difference. And also, if there's no secrecy attached to it, if people learn to drink with their parents maybe, or have better examples how to drink responsibly, that can lead to just the overall better behavior.
We know that young people under the age of 21 who begin drinking, it affects brain development. The most recent research tells us that the human brain is not fully developed until the early 20s. So if we start putting alcohol in the body before 21, 22, 23, it has an impact on brain.
Perhaps some of those who drink excessively will drink more responsibly, because they don't have to do it in hiding. They don't have to do it in places that are, not out in the open. And people, generally speaking, when you're out in a social context, people tend to be more responsible when they have other individuals around who are watching them, rather than just around with their friends who are likely to want to drink a lot too.
Alcohol now to young adults is a forbidden fruit, and if anything is forbidden, you're more likely to do it if you're young. And so if young adults could drink at 18 or 19 in a restaurant or with their parents, they are very unlikely to
Leaving that, forbidden fruit thing, and kids won't want to do it, but unfortunately we know that's not true. It's always going to be forbidden fruit for someone. If you lower the drinking age to 18, it'll be forbidden fruit for 16-year-olds. So I don't think you could ever lower the age enough to not make it compelling to some young person. And again, if you look at college data, oftentimes it's the of-age students who are engaging in high-risk drinking behaviors, and not, more so than the underage drinking students.
Alcohol abuse would likely be eliminated or at least made better. And by alcohol abuse, what I mean is that a lot of young adults now get drunk, because what happens is they're in what's called a prohibition mentality. So when they drink, since they know it's illegal, they drink as much as possible.
Should the drinking age be lowered? Now it is up to you, President Obama, to decide. Just remember that this affects the lives and rights of many young Americans. Thank you. This has been Shara Namesh with BTV.